So how's it going, guys? Obviously I'm back. It's been a little over a week since I posted, so sorry for the delay. Still gonna probably do some sneaker content at some point. I'm just kind of trying to get my collection figured out. I'm probably gonna get rid of a few pairs and then buy a few new pairs. I might review some of the ones that I get rid of and all that. But today we're on 2K yet again, so I kind of want to just go over what I want to see in NBA 2K21 My Team and what we already know about NBA 2K21 My Team. Plus, I would also like to go over my endgame lineup. So, because, they're not re-releasing any packs or anything like that. So I probably won't be opening any more packs or, selling anything really because I like how my team is. So, yeah. I don't really know what I'm probably just going to go through the menus and talk about, what's going to change and all that. I don't really have, I haven't really went through before this video, if that makes any sense, to kind of decide what I'm going to talk about. So it's going to kind of just be like a freestyle sort of thing. So if I kind of pause for a little while or stutter or, don't really know what to say for something, then I apologize. But I'm thinking that probably won't happen. I think this will be a pretty steady video. So first of all, we did get the Campus Legends Deluxe pack for logging in today. So I'm going to sell what we got out of that and then start off this video right by opening a pack. I mean, really nothing else that we could do to start off a video like this. It's just what needs to be done. So sell these shoes here. Those Jordan 16s were kind of nice. I liked those. Sell the Knicks jersey. And I started customizing, making my own colorways, a couple foams, and then a couple pairs of KDs too. But I'm probably gonna wait on that, and then I will. Might even do some videos on customizing shoes in 2K21. I think that would be kind of sick. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. Maybe making my own model and then also making some more of my own colorways. I think that would be pretty dope. So yeah. Premium, we already went through that. As you can see, I have a lot more premium cards than the last video. So yeah, let's just open up this NBA's backpack and then we'll look at my lineup and then I will start to talk about what I would love to see in NBA 2K21 My Team, as well as what we already know, like I said. So let's just open up the standard pack. Give me a GOAT LeBron, please. I know it's probably not going to happen. We might not even get an opal. Who knows? But no, I don't think we did. Yeah, an emerald. Which is fine because the last three of those standard NBA's backpacks that I did open, I did pull an opal in the last 3 or 4. So that's fine. It's not like I've gotten a bunch of dry packs in a row or anything like that. So I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, so this is my lineup. Let's go over the people I have on the bench here, and I'll explain why they're on the bench. PJ Washington, he's very good, but just a little bit undersized for power forward or center. He's at 6'8", I believe. Yeah, 6'8". So that's the reason he's not in my lineup. Other than that, though, he's a great card. Got a wet release. He's really good. Van Arsdale is really good, too. Just kind of not really a place on my team at this point in the year. Same with Schrempf. And then a lot of these guys are just undersized or they don't have range extender or just have a certain flaw that I do not like. Elvin Hayes is just straight up awful. Steve Smith is probably my favorite card that I don't have in my lineup. I would maybe think about replacing him with, Tatum or Blake Griffin or Eric Pascal on the third place on the bench, but I don't know. I mean, he's a good card, but I like how my lineup is. So, yeah, we have these 3 guys. I don't use them, but I kind of just have them in my lineup because they're OG cards for sure. And that's Penny and Dominique. And then Dino is my backup center, starting center Myers. Myers is more, of a sniper, I would say. Dino is a very, very good shooter and a very good defender. He might be a better overall card. I just like how Myers can shoot from super deep. Not a whole lot of centers that can do that in this game. And then John Collins I got for a token reward. I had 750 tokens from that locker code. And as you guys know, that I was already on the token board, the Opal token board. So I decided to buy him, and it was not a mistake at all. He's like a taller Zion, a better Zion. So he's a super good card. And then Mel on my bench at power forward, solid power forward. Pascal Siakam is a very good card. I pulled him out of the prime Kawhi Leonard packs when they were back in the market. Earlier in the year, I was able to pull Kawhi, but unfortunately, I could not the second time the packs were in the market, but that's fine. Pascal's really good. And then Blake Griffin, he's I don't really like the way that he moves that much, but other than that, he's just an insane card, man. And then Kyle Anderson, a lot of people don't really know about this card, but he's definitely the best players club card in the game. He's like a 6'8" shooting guard and pretty much got everything you could want. He got a really good release, too. And then Tatum. I like Tatum more than the next guy. I think that base 107 is a really good release, even though people don't like it. And then Backup point guard and starting point guard, those are kind of my two most elite cards. We got out of position KD and out of position LeBron. Just absolutely sauce on the court. I love them. So, yeah, I mean, that's my lineup. And let's go through every single menu here, and I'll talk about what we already know and what we would like to see in NBA 2K21 My Team. So, we don't really know much about what packs are going to drop, so I'm not going to go over any of that. So for Triple Threat, there's going to be this new system called Seasons. So every 6 weeks, I'm sure the vault will reset, and every 6 weeks you need to get 300 wins to get the top rewards. And I think the first one's going to be a diamond, and then it'll just move up. But yeah, this year was you get 1,000 wins, you get Dominique. That's not how it's going to be this year. It's going to be 300 wins every 6 weeks, and you get the top rewards. So that'll be interesting. We'll see how that works out. I would love to see some really good opals attainable, because I do really enjoy playing offline Triple Threat a lot more than a lot of people do, as you can see, because I have 1,350 wins on the year, which is much more than a lot of people have, because I just genuinely enjoy this game mode and genuinely like to see what cards I get matched up to, because it's all random. So yeah, that's what we're going to see for single player Triple Threat, and it's going to be called something else too, like Elevation or some corny name like that. I'm not really 100% sure, but we'll see. And the Domination's back. So this year the top reward was Sean Kemp, and for 2K21 it's going to be George Mikan. And then the bottom reward this year was Sam Jones, and next year it's going to be Nick Van Exel. And then the middle one, gosh, who I can't remember for sure what the middle one is. It's another 93 overall diamond, but I just cannot think off the top of my head who it is going to be, even though I've looked at that screenshot like 5 times probably. So I apologize for that. And then the ultimate reward for this, you guys know, is Jason Richardson, who's an Evo 2 Opal. We don't know who that's going to be yet either, so we'll just see. But Domination is going to be really similar next year as to where it was this year, and it's a game mode that I really did not enjoy. I enjoy Triple Threat much more than 5-on-5. I do like Unlimited, but playing 5-on-5 offline is pretty, it's just not the best, man. It's pretty boring. I mean, that's pretty much the only way that I can put it. So, yeah, and then challenges, I really hope they revamp challenges. I mean, the spotlights, I would love to see them bring them back, because it was really awesome at the beginning of the year to be able to get these cards, even though I didn't do any of them. But, I mean, for the Kareem, I pulled, Gary Payton and James Worthy, and so I could have done those and got Giannis, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's a really awesome idea. I'll probably participate in it next year, even though I didn't this year, but moments challenges and weekly challenges, they need to do something different. They need to do better rewards, or maybe one game and you get 20 tokens, or one game a week could be a lot better than 5. I think that's kind of ridiculous. So yeah, that's what I'd like to see. I would like to see freestyle back, of course. I don't know who wouldn't. I think they'll definitely bring it back. Multiplayer challenges, again, man, we just need better prizes. This 20 token one, that's not horrible, but at the beginning of the year, man, these were for horrible cards, or barely any MT, barely any tokens, 3 tokens, 6 tokens, 1,000 MT, 2,000 MT. These ones right here aren't horrible, but I would really like to see them make these kind of rewards at the beginning of the year, because then it would be worth your time. Right now, it just simply isn't. And then Triple Threat Online, we saw a whole new court. Now, the court this year is a Galaxy Opal themed court, which I think is absolutely amazing, super cool. But next year, it's like this electronic looking, I don't know. You'll just have to look at the My Team trailer. It shows it in the trailer, but it looks pretty sick, man. And I hope the ball drops are similar. A lot of people complain about how the ball drops way too slow, but I've never really had an issue with it. I think if you're sitting there for a couple minutes on the 5 ball drop and you're getting good rewards, I think it's worth your time. So I don't understand why people complain about that so much, but they did say that the ball drops are going to be faster next year, so we'll see how that works out. Hopefully they start off the year with good prizes, because last year the ball drop prizes at the beginning of the year were absolutely terrible. I mean, they got good in December. They started to put some all right packs in there, and then some good amounts of tokens in MT, but before that, man, the ball drops were absolutely awful, man. And I would like to see them put in that T-Mac for a weekend like they did, and some really OP cars in for just a couple days. I think that was amazing when they did that. It makes you want to play the whole weekend pretty much for every hour of every single day to try and get those cards. So I think that was really fun, and I hope they do that again. So yeah, that's kind of what we're going to see for Triple Threat. And then this is where it gets a little bit interesting. So unlimited, there is unlimited, and the reward, I believe, is like a pink diamond Ralph Sampson for the first 6 weeks. So everything's by 6 weeks next year. That's another thing, is it's not going to be like a monthly reward, player of the month, any of that. It's going to be by seasons. So in season 1, the reward is Ralph Sampson. And then for the whole season, I don't know what you have to do to get this card, but for the first season, the base reward is pink diamond Stephen Curry. And I'm not 100% sure what the requirements are to get him, but I think that'll be really awesome. And there's going to be 2 game modes here. So there's going to be unlimited and limited. So limited, you have to play like during the weekend or at a certain time, and you have to get a certain amount of rings to get it. So actually the limited reward is Ralph Sampson. I'm sorry. So you have to get 6 championship rings to get pink diamond Ralph Sampson. So I don't know if it's going to be like random when you get the rings. I know you just have to win like a certain amount of games, or we don't really know how to get the rings yet, but hopefully it won't be too difficult, and maybe some of you guys will be able to get that pink diamond Ralph Sampson. Obviously hope that I can as well, but yeah. So that's limited. It's going to be a certain time that you have to play, and your goal is to get the rings. And also another thing with limited is that there is going to be lineup restrictions. So say at one point you might have to use all 5 rubies, or at another point, you might have to use like all 5 sapphires, or all 5 of a certain rarity, or just certain cards in general. There's going to be all kinds of different restrictions, and that's going to affect the market a lot. Kind of obviously it will, because people are going to want different cards at different times, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, man. And another concept that I think is really interesting is if you like pull a card or get a card, and you're like the only person who's had that exact card, it'll have like an original owner badge on it. And I think that is absolutely dope, because you guys know that I love to rip the packs, and I love to get the cards for myself. I don't really like to work the auction house as much as the next guy. I do sometimes. I sometimes go into Snipe Filter for like an hour and try and see what can happen, but that's just not really me. I like to just grind and open packs, because the rush you get out of pulling something good is pretty awesome, and that's kind of the funnest thing in the game to me, is opening packs. So that original owner concept is absolutely awesome to me. I love that. So yeah. And then so we went over limited. Ralph Sampson's going to be there. And then unlimited, it's kind of questionable if it's going to be a 12-0, or actually no, it's not. You're going to level up. You start out at like a bronze level, you have to go 3-0 or something, and then you level up, you have to go 6-0 at the silver level, and then up to Galaxy Opal, and then that's when you have to go 12-0 and get the reward. So that's kind of interesting. I kind of like that, because having to go 12-0 just right off the bat, that's difficult. And there's a lot of people that, especially like players that aren't very skilled, they're not going to want to do that, or not very experienced, and even me, I've only went 12-0 once this year, and it was back in February when the least amount of people were playing. So it's not easy to go 12-0 at all. So I think that little bit of safety net and the ability to level up and stuff, playing against people at your same skill level, I think that's going to be great for the game. It really will. So we'll see how that works out. I think that could really only be a good thing. I don't really see any way that could be bad, but yeah. That's what's going to happen with unlimited. And then limited is the rings. So those are unlimited and limited. Triple Threat Online, Triple Threat Offline Triple Threat Offline is going to have a different name, like I said, but it's still going to be there. Domination is still going to be there. Unlimited's still going to be there with a different format, and then they're also going to add that limited game mode. And then packs, like I said, we don't know what's going on with packs. And token rewards. So token rewards, we don't know what's going on with them either. I hope they're going to be sick. I hope it's the same system as this year, because I really enjoyed grinding tokens this year. I hope they do the packs again in the token market. I love the token system, and I hope they keep it similar like they did this year. But yeah, auction house is going to be similar too, even though there's going to be different things that are going to bump up and down a certain card's value. So yeah, that's honestly pretty much it. I'll go over my lineup here again one more time for you guys. You can just look at it there. There it was. And then, yeah. Locker codes, hope they drop a bunch. And that is pretty much it. I think I pretty much covered everything that you guys need to know. I really hope you enjoyed the video, and I got to say it's honestly pretty good to be back. So if you guys wouldn't mind, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you are new. But again, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you guys in the next video.